Take the feed. Should be in that junk.
You good.
Talking about you bring us in too.
Okay.
You good on the feed?
Yeah, we good.
All right, Shalom.
All right,
Shalom.
Before we get started, as always, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Hakadosh.
Hakadosh. Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father in the world. And we know is God, Jehovah, and Yahweh. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, our King, Lord and Savior, whom the world even know as Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem, Hakadosh is in the name of the Holy Spirit, the inspiration given to us to edify those that have been given the ears to hear. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect brethren, faithfully and diligently preaching his word with fear and trembling. Shalom to the believers that subscribe and listen to this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, with the GMS Memphis Count. All right, coming back to you again with another live lesson. We've entitled this one, The Feasting of Fools. All right. You know, as we are in today so-called Thanksgiving holiday, you know, our people, for the most part, you know, they don't really understand these so-called holidays and the meanings behind them, and they get their energy, you know, over to the foolishness that they don't understand. Because what makes it foolishness is because this is the very day that their own brothers and sisters, their ancestors, which is actually us, all right, we were raped, robbed, and murdered by a so-called self-proclaimed white man, better known in the scriptures as Esau Edom, all right, the devil the Bible speaks of. And he plays on your emotions, okay? So he sets up this day as like it's some sort of great day to rejoice and be glad, you know.
And be thankful.
You know, and be thankful. But if you really knew why this day was deemed a national holiday, all right, if you knew the spirit behind Satan, right, you wouldn't partake in it.
Yeah, right.
And that's why we say the feasting of fools, because can we get Ecclesiastes 10?
That's it.
Yeah, get
Yeah, I'm here
10
right now.
and 6.
This is on Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is sit in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right. So this is actually not a true holiday, right? This is a folly day. One, because the word holiday goes back to holy day. And this is not a day in the eyes of the Lord that is deemed holy. It's actually deemed a great abomination of what was done to Gad and Reuben, all right? And the northern kingdom really as a whole, okay? The northern kingdom as a whole was raped, robbed, and murdered by the so-called European Spaniards, Frenchmen,
Right.
so-called Italians, you know, these conquistadors, pilgrims, Puritans. But when you get through their Esau, the devil the Bible speaks of, all right? And the word devil means what? To deceive, to slander, to lie.
Yeah, false accuser.
False accuser, you know. And you know, when we was kids, we were coming up in his school system. What was he doing? You know, he was presenting this information to us only from his
Point of view.
You know, giving you his story. You know, like I was hearing the elder Kazak on an old video that Lord will I re-uploaded when we did the Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears.
You know, we did the Trail of Tears special in Little Rock. And I was watching it again this week, and he said, he who wins the war writes the history, or something like that, you know. But pretty much they have the upper hand, you know, and they really hadn't won the war. They just won the battle, because the prophecy is that in the end, Gad, a troop, shall overcome them. All right. But look that word dignity up. Baba Kushai, Kodash. Read it again.
It's on Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Yep. And then get the one it says a gift destroyed the heart.
You give this to the heart.
77.
Go.
Because when you look at like even what they call this day, Thanksgiving, Jake, you know, he get off of work, you know, he get in this spirit of mirth, you know, and
that's why they call it jolly.
yeah,
But you know, it's folly.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
And they get all excited, go out and buy turkeys, and you know, go out and buy a bunch of food, and just get in that spirit of being mirthful. But that's also how Gad was subdued, because Gad was in that mirthful spirit, you know. And when Esau Edom came over here, you know, they had their guard down. You know, they was ready to break bread and share, you know, and they thought that they had an alliance with the enemy.
Yeah.
But like Sirach 12:10 grabbed that too. The scriptures say, never trust thy enemy.
Right. Yeah, I said that to like 12 and then Psalms.
Yep, he got the word dignity.
Con. This is the word dignity in Ecclesiastes. What was it? 10 and
10 and 6.
yeah, 10 and 6. This is the word dignity, and it goes into H 4791, and it says maroon. I think I'm pronouncing it right. And in the outlook.
Marawam. Yeah. Marawam. Like Marawam.
Marum. And it says in the outline of biblical usage, height, it says height, elevation. It says an elevated place and a high place.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of Esau Edom's highly esteemed. That like this is a major part of prophecy with him coming into power. You know, this is a major part of that Renaissance. You know, where he was deadly wound was healed. This is just like a pinnacle of him coming back into power. This day, right? This is a great day for Esau Edom. But it's a great atrocity. It's a great curse to our people.
Yeah.
So you going out, putting forth your energy into this day, you're celebrating your demise, the demise of your nation, the demise of your people.
Yeah.
You're celebrating being cursed. That's like you being in prison, caged up, and you celebrating.
Right.
You know, you
Celebrate the day you got locked
yeah,
up.
you celebrate. That exactly. That's a beautiful point. What people you know go to jail, and when they get out every year, they celebrate the day they went to jail. You don't see that, but that's what you're doing in a sense. You celebrating the day you was brought into captivity.
Yeah.
Niggas don't do that. Niggas get out and they don't want to think about the day I ain't never coming back to this place. So why would you continually, year after year, celebrate the day you went into captivity?
Right.
And your family was murdered, and you know, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's why you named it Feast of Foods
Yeah, the feast of the
because this truth is supposed to be over the tradition. Because like right now, our people can't say they have not heard the word. That's why the Lord said they will have no cloak for their sins. Because the truth is out here. It's spread like wildfire. Everybody know about the Israelites. So the truth supposed to be over the tradition that we used to, you know what I'm saying, that we kept when we was in darkness. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now the Lord has brought us to this marvelous light to see. You know, and the history is coming out. You even got Edomites bringing out the shameful history. You know, as I'm going to read in this article, the truth behind Thanksgiving. The real truth behind Thanksgiving, as the brother Tyler Mark was breaking down. You know, the demise of our people. You know, which going to the northern kingdom. All right, how he came over here and raped Robin and murdered Gad and Reuben. You know, and guess what? Hold himself what? Not guilty. You know? So in return, the Lord finna bring his recompense upon his head, man. And we living in that time. So why Jake still wanna celebrate, you know what I'm saying, this wicked ass day, man. All right, knowing that it's about our forefathers, our foremothers being slaughtered and being, you know, talking about party over. All right. So you got any other precept? I bring the article out.
Yeah.
You want the select term or class?
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Go ahead. And then
It's the shit of person make a wise man mad.
Yeah. This class D 7:7. Surely oppression making a wise man mad, and a gift destroy the heart.
Right. A gift destroys the heart. And that's another thing that happened. You know, going back to how they overthrew Gad and Reuben, they brought them gifts, right? But they really brought them, diseases disguised as gifts. You know, smallpox, measles.
Yeah.
You know, but they and you still see Jake to this day. They give blankets as gifts.
Yeah.
You know,
the little clouds and shit.
they give blankets as gifts, like going into Christmas. You know, throws and blankets and stuff like that. Quilts.
Yeah.
They get that shit as gifts. But see, they go back to Esau Edom. You know, but you can get that Sirach 12.
I got that jump for you.
Okay.
This is Ecclesiastes, better known as Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, and I always like to make this point with dealing with rust with iron. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I just deal with the rust in my job and shit in the steels. And I got a chemical called acetone. And what acetone do is when you rub the metal down on the steel with the acetone, it make the paint last longer on the steel. Even though you might leave it out in the rain or outside for months, that acetone help that paint to stay on there. But guess what? It don't hold it for long. You know, it's just only for a period of time. Because when you're dealing with rust and iron and steel, you can leave it anywhere. But after a certain amount of days, you start to see that iron, that rust come through that paint, through the metal. So this is an example. The Lord said, never trust thy enemy. Why? Because it's in him.
Mm-hmm.
All right? It's instilled in this so-called white man to be the devil, man. To be the adversary. You know, he can't change it. You know? Go ahead.
I got it in the GNT. I'm going to read it real quick. This is Sirach 12 and 10 in the GNT, the Good News Translation. Never trust an enemy. His wickedness is as destructive as rust.
Right, you see? His wickedness as a destruction of rust, man.
Yeah, because you can't get rid of rust.
You can't get rid of rust.
Yeah.
You can try to hide it for a minute.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
But eventually, it's gonna show.
Yeah, because it's gonna peel like a lot of times they'll try to paint over rust. You know, paint over it. That's the number one thing that people do to hide rust, though, is just paint over it.
Right.
But it'll peel the paint. It's so strong. It's gonna show forth.
Yeah.
And that's what ultimately is being done See, his layers are being peeled back. As his layers are being peeled back, you can see him for who he really is. He really ain't shit. Because a rusted piece of material really ain't no good to you. Now, in certain cases, I've seen them make rust good for things, but in Esau Edom's case, he ain't good for shit with wickedness. You know. But the balance of it is the Lord is using him to train us up.
There you go.
Right. So I guess he is good for that.
But hey,
Yeah.
that's Proverbs 16:4. And the Lord created all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the what? The day of evil.
Yeah.
So yeah, he useful,
Yeah.
but it's useful for the time that's ahead, which is what? The day of evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And the
know?
Lord showing us a prime example of wickedness ruling the earth.
There you
And
go.
he's giving us a first-hand experience of, okay, this is what happens to the world when wicked men rule. You know, it says, watch out and be on guard against him.
Oh, watch out and be on guard against him. Which now the Lord have woken us up. You know, that's why it speaks about in the scriptures, we not ignorant to Satan's devices. You know what I'm saying? So we always supposed to be watching and looking out for the fuckery of evil. You know, because it's out there through the media, you know what I'm saying, through the all the outlets when you're dealing with the entertainment. All right, it's a lot of false information being pushed out to keep our people in the down-style state of mind. But on the right-hand side, the Lord he's still pushing forth through the prophets, which uncovering the secrets, you know, lifting up their veil, exposing the devil for who he truly are. You know? What you gotta know about?
He is like a metal Salaki. Watch out and be on guard against him, even if he acts ever so humble.
Right, and that's a snake. You know, a characteristic of a snake. You know, nobody know a snake gonna strike. You know, he just be sitting there, slither. Oh yeah, it's a pastor. Y'all haven't seen that yet? It was a pastor at church, an Edomite pastor, and he died at church, bro. That motherfucker bit his ass, man, bit him in the neck.
A snake?
He had a snake on the pulpit, talking to the congregation, and somehow he moved, and the snake man hit his ass in the neck, fell on the pulpit.
Yeah, he tried to charm the snake, and the snake.
You know what I'm saying?
Who would pay that trauma?
Huh?
Who would pay that trauma?
Right, as it is bitten.
Yeah.
When the scripture that said, but this the characteristic of the so-called white man, man. Even though he try to hide it, they give you that little smirk smile in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They see you in the grocery store, they hit you with the smirk. But we understand, man, their characteristics, man. That's a persona, that's a trait. They try to hide their wickedness, but guess what? The scriptures say they can't hide it, because sooner or later, guess what? It's going to be shown. You know, you got to talk about.
It says he is like a metal mirror that rusts away if you don't keep it polished. Seat an enemy at your right hand, and the next thing you know, he'll be trying to get your own place of honor.
Ooh. That's E. That's Esau, that man. You know?
Put him next to you, and he will overthrow you.
He said, put him next to you. He'll overthrow you, man. All right, that's not in him. When he say, my father devil's at hand. Then when I slay my brother Jacob, you know, that's going on even to this day, man. Go ahead.
Finish it off. It says, then you will realize the truth of my words and be stung with regret when you remember them.
Right, and put you in the mindset of what? When he came over here and made them pre-treaters with Gad and Reuben. Like I said, they opened him with open arms.
Yeah.
But what eventually happened? He overthrew them.
Yeah.
You know, letting you know that he cannot be trusted. He the same devil, man. Ain't nothing changed. You know, ain't nothing changed, man. But that's it on that? All right, hold that song. I'm gonna get to this article real quick. All right, this is a little article as it forbids, let's say the real history behind Thanksgiving. It said today, as millions of Americans, families gather together in celebration of Thanksgiving, many remain unaware of the real history behind the holiday. While in school, most children are taught that Thanksgiving represents a feast of celebrating Christopher Columbus discovering America. And how can he discover America when Gad and Reuben's already over here? Remember, this was known as the uttermost part of the earth. All right, and it says more specifically, after an undefiled tribe of native people,
unidentified.
Unidentified tribes of native people welcomed pilgrims to America, which was their land. See, their land. They taught them how to live and care for their land. Voluntarily gave up their land, and then all happily gathered for a celebration dinner. After which they disappeared.
Yep, disappeared.
Disappeared into the thin air, as if they never existed. Most school history books, and we were speaking on earlier, right? We're dealing with the school system, the curriculum. Most school history books teach that the native people handed off America to white people so they could create a great nation dedicated to liberty, opportunity, and Christianity for the rest of the world to profit. You see that? And this sounds like westernization, don't it? You know? And it said the story typically taught is about native people conceding to colonialism. Right, now check this out. Most American children are not taught about the savage, raping, killing, and the pegging the natives enduring during the time. Another criticism?
Another criticism. Yep.
See that how that judge went out on me like that, man?
Another criticism.
Yeah, finish it up on top of my judge went out on me.
You say another criticism of many primary and secondary schools curricula is that very little is taught in school about the history and culture of the native community in general.
Right.
In fact, around 87% of state level history standards do not mention native history after 1900.
Oh.
Let alone teaching students the tremendous impact native people have had on contemporary U.S. society due to the severe erasure of native history. Thanksgiving has been whitewashed.
Oh, you see that? Thanksgiving have been what?
Whitewashed.
Whitewashed. All right. So when you think about, as talking about was speaking on earlier, the tradition that our people keep, which is in vain. All right, as they celebrate. Well, what are you thankful for? They get around a round table, everybody, you know what I'm saying, speak on what you thankful for.
Yep.
But they not getting the truth behind actually what Thanksgiving was brought upon, which is what the death, all right, or the rape, robbery, murder of what our ancestors, which is Gad and Reuben. You know? So you celebrate our people's death. Let you know that you're on the enemy side, man.
Yep.
That what draw the line. You know what I'm saying? You're on the enemy side when you celebrate these pagan ass holidays, man. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Matter of fact, you can grab that real quick. Jeremiah 10 and 1 and 2. The Lord is speaking to his people, man. Go ahead real quick,
Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speak unto you, O house of Israel.
Right, you see that? He's speaking to the Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen.
It said, learn not the way of the heathens.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
That's right. Well, our people have what? They have learned the way of the heathen. Going right back to what? These traditions, man. So the spirit is here, the understanding is here. So it's supposed to be truth over tradition. The favorite saying in the world, you know better, you do better. And our people know, but through tradition, they refuse to turn back and rehearse the righteous acts, man.
Then they say back in verse 2, Jeremiah 10, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Then the sign is speaking of what? The so-called UFOs. You know?
Blood moon, solar eclipse,
Huh?
the blood moon,
Yeah, done the sign.
the signs of heaven.
Yep, because they let you know that we're getting closer and closer to what? The fulfillment. All right, of prophecy. What you gotta do,
All right. Due to the severe erasure of Native history, Thanksgiving has been whitewashed, and many have taught an incomplete and, in some cases, inaccurate understanding of what happened. Let me read it again. Due to the severe erasure of Native history, Psalms 49, Thanksgiving has been whitewashed,
Yeah.
and many have been taught an incomplete and, in some cases, inaccurate understanding of what happened. The truth is that for the Wampanoag tribe, among other Native tribes, the fourth Thursday in November is considered a day of mourning,
Oh.
not a day of celebration.
Mm.
I got a precept too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
got
said a
one
day of mourning, not a day of what? Celebration, man.
I got one.
Go ahead, bro. You probably got the one I want.
But like you say, Ecclesiastes 7:7,
That's what I was.
surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Not as.
But the gift destroyed our people, man.
Hmm.
You know, our people look forward to this wicked ass day. You know, and then here it is, we got Christmas coming up right behind it.
Black Friday.
Huh?
Black Friday.
Right, yeah.
That's tomorrow, Black Friday.
But it's all deal with the flesh. It's not the spirit.
Yeah.
You know? That's why the Lord said my people are gonna be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. All right, because what they celebrate is what the Feast of Fools, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says in Whack 33:7, why do one day excel another when it's all the light of every day in the year is of the sun? Yeah,
See?
because Esau days ain't holy, ain't nothing holy about it. It's all filled with bloodshed.
Yeah,
You think about lies and deception, man.
yeah.
You know?
That's why Adam Menata Zakba was South Carolina. He did that lesson. They only thankful because they ain't rulers. You know what I'm saying? They ruling.
Yeah. So today,
You know?
today just a normal day.
Yeah, it's a
You know?
normal day.
But of course, Esau make us, get off. We don't spend because it's like the only time we really see our family members, which that's fucked up in itself, But
Yeah.
it's just a normal day, man, and we supposed to be thankful every day, especially having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah. Thankful the Lord woke you up.
Yeah. Get
But
all
Jake
your
don't do that.
Yeah.
Jake don't really go to church to Easter. You know what I'm saying? Get around family members. All the time Jake do that when Esau allowed him to, which is what the wicked ass holidays, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Where you'll get the Zechariah 11 and 5.
I got something.
Go ahead, Doc.
It's Ecclesiastes 7, and I'm gonna start at 2. Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting,
Mm-hmm.
for that is the end of all men.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, keeping these traditions, that's the end. You're going out. You know, so it's better for you to be in the house of mourning, man. Go ahead.
and the living will lay it to his heart.
Right, the living. Those that have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you're gonna lay it to mind. You're not gonna keep these traditions. You know, you're gonna keep the high holiday as in the Bible. You know, you're gonna stray away from the world. That's why I say you gotta become a new creature in Yahweh Shai. You know, you gotta put out that old man, which is corrupt, celebrating these holidays. What? We was corrupted.
Yeah, and the wise is gonna search out. You're not just gonna be doing things in vanity without understanding.
Yeah, doing shit just be doing it.
Yeah, you're not searching out why you're doing something, and you're just doing it because you see everybody else doing it. That's the act of a fool.
Ooh, follow out the multitude.
That's what it means by the living will lay it to his heart, meaning his mind.
Right.
So he gonna take these holidays and these different customs, and he gonna meditate on like, man, what this all come about? You know,
Right. Gonna start considering.
Gonna start
You know what I'm
considering.
saying? Yeah.
Getting the origin of it.
Right,
You know?
right. You gonna lay it to your mind.
Yeah.
You gonna meditate on like what this really about, you know. And you even got, you know, certain jakes, they're not particularly in the truth, but they do know because the
Right.
information's out there.
Yeah.
It's like right now we finishing up the article that's telling us about the tradition in Forbes. You know, Forbes is a major information source, right? Major source of information on the web, Forbes.com. But anyway, Salaki, it says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
They see that? It made better.
Right, because you grow wiser when you're going through sorrow and pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, folly and mirth and bullshit. You know, you really don't grow wise in that mode. Yeah.
Right.
You know, but serious men are the more often the ones that'll be sad. You know, they'll be, you know, grieving. And that's what the scriptures say. With much wisdom comes much grief.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Cause then, like you look at today, your family member be cooking abominable food. You know,
Exactly.
asking if you want a plate.
Exactly.
You got the greens with the bacon with the ham. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You see, so you even more sorrowful and bitter. You know.
Because if you really knew what was going on, like you would be sad. You wouldn't be in the mood to celebrate if you really understood what this day was about.
Yeah,
Right.
the slaughter of our brothers,
Yeah.
the natives, you know, Seminole,
Yeah.
even Issachar, bro. How was this land taken? By
Yep.
bloodshed, man.
Yep.
And so when you think upon that, it don't give you the mindset of feasting and mirth. You know, like our people yesterday, they in the mindset of mirth, feasting and mirth. Bumping music, you know what I'm saying? Not understanding the tradition behind it.
You're getting high.
Yeah, you gotta talk about.
I'm gonna read verse 4 in the NLT. A wise person thinks a lot about death.
Right, a wise person. You know, that's why the Lord, the apostle, always, you know what I'm saying, speak on looking certain words up, looking certain things up. And when you see certain words, it should trigger you. Like, what that mean?
That's just like Salaki. That's just like, you know what I'm saying. Let's say you in the house with your family. You know, you got all your mama, your daddy, your brothers, your sisters, your kids, and y'all eating, y'all have a good time. And then a bunch of motherfucking Edomites come and wipe you out. Just destroy your whole family, take everything. Now, you done invited them over. You say, yeah, these are my co-workers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are I work with. You done invited them over. They having dinner with you and your family.
Right.
You think they good, it's all good. You've been working with these people for a certain amount of years. You thought they was cool.
Right.
And they wiped your ass out. Wiped out your whole family, took your house, took everything, and got away with it. You know what I'm saying? And then years later, you know, they celebrating the day that happened to you. You know, your ancestors celebrating. You know.
Yeah, you ain't gonna feel it. You ain't gonna celebrate.
Why would you celebrate that?
Yeah.
Why would you celebrate? You know what I'm saying? You know that if you knew that happened to your family, why would you celebrate that? Why would you go and cook the same shit
The y'all ate that day.
that blood was shed over
Uh-huh.
and eat that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would you take part in it? You know?
Yeah.
Like that's like
I said
oxymoron.
Hey, look, it's an
oxymoron, bro.
Yeah, cause you know in your mind, if that ever played out and you had to go through that, you know you ain't gonna celebrate.
Nah.
It gonna bring every time you think about it, it gonna bring back memories of of the afflictions. So it's gonna be hard for you to cook the memories.
Because you're gonna
pop
be thinking
back
about
in
the
your
death
head.
and the blood that was shed.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what that point I was really trying to get to. Because say a wise person thinks a lot about death. So if you know a lot of your family died on a particular day, that on that day you're gonna be in a cheerful spirit.
Yeah, immersed spirit.
You know, you're gonna be thinking about
It's-
you know.
If I can add too, especially like when which the word say Jesus, but we know his name is Yahushua.
Yeah,
The cross. People wear crosses while they're there.
Wow.
You know why you got that?
yeah,
That's the time he was crucified.
Yeah.
He would die, for the nation of Israel. But people wear that pretty much what celebrate.
and that's another thing too. That's why we always say the Passover was supposed to be a solemn assembly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
right.
That, like you're not supposed to be in a mirthful spirit during the Passover because it's the day that our Lord was crucified for our sins. You're supposed to be thinking about that sacrifice that he made. So that's going to cause you to grow wise and focus on the sacrifice that you have left to complete. Because we all still got sacrifice left to complete,
That's right.
you know.
But it also keep your head on the swivel
Yeah,
and not into vain things.
right.
You know, and that's why people that's where they get off track at.
That's why they say a gift destroys the
For the
heart.
heart, yeah.
So now your mind ain't focused on all the blood shit. You're not able to focus on the real
Meaning,
truth
yeah.
behind this day
Yeah.
because you're so caught up in the turkey and the dressing and the sweet potato pie,
the
Right.
macaroni.
the macaroni and
Yeah,
cheese,
the pictures.
the honey baked ham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Want to take pictures.
The drinking
I
and
ain't seen them. Yeah,
the card
smoking.
playing, the smoke.
Yeah,
You know,
folly.
the folly.
Yeah. We say a wise man think about what?
A wise
Time
person
man,
thinks
dude.
a lot about death.
What we thinking about? We thinking about the second death.
We think
Because
about
we
the
know
second
that's
death.
coming.
Yup.
World III tensions constantly rising.
Yup.
Can I get a quick precept?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me finish this.
While
While
too, and with all these holidays, they not in the scriptures.
No,
Right.
man.
But
That's
our
not
people
holy.
proclaim these holier than thou, you know what I'm saying, Christians. But here it is, you cannot find these wicked days in the scriptures.
right.
But yet you still celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? But here it is, you love the Lord though. Go ahead, Doc.
It says a wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time.
And that's 2/3, bro. That's all they think about, having a fucking good time. Especially women's. And you got Jake adopted the same mindset. That's why I say she that living in pleasure is what?
Yeah.
Dead while she living. And 2/3 of our people are what? They are dead. You know? Why? Because they live in pleasure. They live in the flesh. Right? When we supposed to be in the spirit right now, man. You got talking about.
You want me to go back to the article some more?
Yeah, it's a little more than I got.
Yup. It says the truth is that for the Wampanoag tribe, among other native tribes, the fourth Thursday in November is considered a day of mourning.
Right. See, so when you go into look up 1921, Thanksgiving.
It says not a day of celebration.
Right.
Although the Wampanoags did help the Pilgrims survive, their support was followed by years of slow unfolding genocide of their people and stealing their land.
Stealing. You got that song up.
I got it.
Go and get that song real quick. Stealing though, not giving to them.
Stealing.
Stealing.
Still
What the scripture say? The devil come to what? But to steal, kill, and what? Destroy.
and then the nigga got a saying, you an enemy giver.
Right.
What? Nah.
Telling you.
Yeah, who make that term up?
You see, he Esau giver.
Yeah, that nigga
He the
Esau.
mic
He the mic giver,
Come
man.
on, bro. That's BS right there, man.
Yeah, go to the songs real quick.
This song's good enough.
Man, these devils got some nuts, man. They got some fucking balls, man.
That's just the pride of his heart.
Yeah.
Want the
That's
song
good.
now?
Yeah, go ahead.
This song's 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Right, you see that? He put forth his hand, man. All right, because who was at peace with him? Gad and Reuben. You read the article, talking about go up a little bit. He said how they helped him out and showed him how to
Live.
take care of the land.
Talking about we already read that part.
Yeah, it's up a little bit.
Yeah, show him how to wash his ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Show him the way. Remember where they come from. They come from the mountains, man. You know, growing and hooping. You know, walking on all fours like a real fucking animal, a beast.
A donkey. You ever heard a donkey laugh? That shit is hilarious. That's Esau.
Right, I'm telling you, man. So Gad had to reform them all the way, man. That's why they known as a base man. You got to talk about?
Yeah, more specifically, after an unidentified tribe of native people welcomed pilgrims to America, which was their land, they taught them how to live and care for their land.
Hey, what did the neighbors say? It was peaceful before they came.
Yeah.
All they did was what? Hunt or fish.
It had
That's
sex. Yeah, man.
You know?
That's a life right there, ain't it?
Only the white man think he could fix that.
Come on.
Right.
Now look at you.
The ultimate fuck up.
Now look at us.
True.
Working 3 jobs to maintain and struggling.
It says they taught them how to live and care for their land, voluntarily gave up their land, and then all happily gathered together for a celebration dinner.
The whole time. Go ahead. Now
It's some more.
It say after which they disappeared into thin air as if they never existed.
Just got away scotch free.
Yeah,
That's what you say.
so like, and basically, it's like the Gad just disappeared. Then the natives just disappeared.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You know, they taught them all this, gave them food, taught them everything. Then had a celebration dinner, and then they just
went back home.
they just did. Now they talking about the natives. They just disappeared. Then the natives just disappeared.
They just went back home.
They just disappeared. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's how you know that this the fucking devil. Where did they go?
What did this spill to?
Right. You put them on reservation. Fucking devils. Go ahead,
That was it.
I'm talking about nah.
This Psalms 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. It said NLT, it's for my companion. He betrayed his friends. He broke his promises.
Yeah, you see?
Then it say 21, the words of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Right, so he came all, like I say, he come crouching. You know what I'm saying? He come crouching down. But guess what? In his mind, it's what to how to destroy you, man, to overtake you. It's a fucking, remember, his character, one of his characteristics is a serpent, man. Subtile, he crafted.
Like them car salesmen, man. Damn well the car.
But they can talk their ass off, boy.
It's a whole limit, goddamn.
Yeah, so you don't know a characteristic of a snake? Go on YouTube and watch him.
So watch your coworker. Watch the supervisor, the boss.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I showed my boss. Nigga gonna tell me, man, look, he's so slick. He tell me to slow down when I first got there. So I'm like, all right, slow down. I'm like, shit, okay then. So he gonna tell the big boss that I'm bullshitting.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I pull up on him. I walk clean up on him. I catch his ass walking by himself. Let me holler at you. And I tell him, like, I heard you said that I'll be back there bullshitting.
Fuck him off.
And he like, yeah. I said, but remember, you the same one that told me to slow down. He gonna tell me myself, well, I was probably just talking about their job. You know, their job. I'm like, bro, I'm under the pressure. You told me to slow down.
Probably was just talking about that job.
Yeah. So the big boss come back through. He gonna say it's just water under the bridge now.
What?
Yeah, cause you fucked up now. It's water on the bridge,
You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. Just look. We just look. It's past us.
Yeah, like it don't even matter no more now.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, you just try to catch me up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna cost my job now. Since you in the wrong, it's water on the bridge. So I said you can't trust these niggas, man.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot trust Esau, man.
Hey, I got a little more right here too.
Go ahead.
This it says, to be clear, interactions between the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people were anything but friendly, And the
They
pilgrim,
anything but what?
anything but friendly.
Meaning what? They had death on their mind. They were anything but friendly.
It says, and the pilgrims were the aggressors. During their first encounter with the Wampanoag people, the pilgrims stole from the tribe's winter provisions, steal, kill, and destroy.
That's it.
Man.
Although later, Asa McQueen, if that's how you say his name, I guess it's the chief, formed an alliance between the groups. The alliance was only established after the Wampanoag people were ravaged by diseases brought by European colonizers during previous years. This decision was more so a measured attempt at survival than it was to ensure intercultural harmony. Yeah, they was just trying to survive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's why they was forced to form an alliance with you motherfuckers. He said extreme discord continued after their first harvest when deadly conflicts between white colonizers and native people erupted.
Hey, what that sound like? Michael 2 and 5. You know what I'm saying? But as he said, he oppressed a man in his house.
Yeah.
They cover fields, taken by violence.
Yeah, Michael
This
2 and 2.
Esau all over. They got this fucking devil name written all over it, man. You gotta know how.
He says after becoming allies, the Europeans went back on their promise.
Oh, they went what?
Went back on their promise.
As it what you just read, Anna? His word was smoother than butter.
But war was in his heart.
I gotta finish that too.
Come on, go back. Go ahead.
It said back in Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword.
So you'll believe him. As a Gad and Reuben did. He talk a good game. You know the saying in the world, like, right game, wrong mind.
You say it again?
Right game, wrong mind. You know, because at the end of the day, Esau fucked up. You know, he messed up, man.
Touched the wrong people.
Yeah. He got over on the wrong person. Now, guess what? His judgment's coming. You got to know what I'm talking about.
It says after really Esau, you would have been all right if you would have got the fatness of the earth and had it not been at the expense of the rape, robbery, and murder of Israel.
Hold us captive.
See, you could have raped, robbed, and murdered all the other nations and been cool. But you fuck with you, like say, thy own mother's
You slandered our own mother's son.
your own mother's son.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't shit. But you could have still had the fatness of the earth. You could have, you know what I'm saying? And then we was keeping the brotherly covenant with your fucking ass. You know? We was coming, yeah, we was coming over. We like as y'all was coming over here looking for refuge and shit. Like Gad, Israel was fucking with you, was showing you love, was breaking bread. But what did you do? After becoming allies, the Europeans went back on their promise and proceeded to seize native land and imprison, enslave, and execute native people.
See? Niggas
Rape,
never
rob,
be
and
satisfied, man. Fucking devil.
It says Thanksgiving celebrations that took place among European settlers often followed brutal victories over native people, like the Pequot massacre of 1636.
Come on, man.
Yeah, movies, you put a movie, what, Killers, the number one Killers of the Flower Moon. And there's another one, The Revenant, I believe. That's another one, man. That's a good movie to check out too.
The Remnant.
The Revenant.
The Revenant.
What?
Yeah, man.
Renato, you know.
When I said they got the devil written all over it, man. Because like the scriptures say, if not, who is he? Who did it? You know? Name another race of people that had the power to do this, man. It only leads to one race, and them the Edomites. The self-proclaimed white people, man, today, in these times, that fit biblical prophecy as being the Edomites and the rulers of this current world.
Yep.
You know? But guess what? We at the end. All right? We at the end. The lies is being uncovered. The secrets being uncovered. That's why it's known as a shame for history now for his grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his kids. It's a shame for history now. Oh, I didn't know it was. It's over with for that. You know, ain't no pleading the cause. All right, true reparation is coming, and that's us doing it to y'all what y'all have done it to us in righteousness. You gotta talk to my. Oh, you got to preach something out.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done on the article.
Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 16 and verse 17. I'm starting verse 16. It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit."
Right. So Talmud just read how he went right back over all his peace treaties.
Mm-hmm.
Man, over 600 some peace treaties, and he broke every last one of them. Because the whole agenda was to what? To overthrow Gad and Reuben, to take over, to conquer. You know why? Because they had to come what? They had to come in power, right? It was written. You know, he had to come in power. You got it though.
Because who was that? I think it was Andrew Jackson. You know, he was like, he wasn't going to stop until every Native American was dead.
Come Yeah, that devil got a lot to pay for too.
Yeah, that was said Judah and Israel were pressed together.
Yeah. Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, finishing up, and it says, but in his heart he imagined of how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Oh, and that's exactly what happened. You know, through the rape, robbery, murder, he was never satisfied with the blood that was shed. That's why you get the numbers.
One more.
Numbers 35 and 33. Got a little more?
Yeah, real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Verse 17. It says, if adversity
At the
come
moment.
upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
It said who now?
It says in verse 17 of Sirach 12 verse 17, it says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Yeah.
And it says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
There you go. He acting like he wanted to help Gad and Reuben.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Till he found like the right perfect time to overthrow him. And he did. When the men went out to war, to go hunt, what he do? All right, them sneaky motherfuckers stayed back and started to slaughter the children, women, and the animals.
Mm-hmm.
It was over a period of time. It just didn't happen overnight. You know, you got the precept out. Yeah, numbers.
Numbers.
Yeah, 33 and 35.
It's Numbers 35 and 33. It says, so you should not pollute the land wherein you are.
Hey, that's what? And this land was polluted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of innocent blood has been shed. Talking about speaking on the trail of tears earlier. We walking on blood. We sleeping on blood, man. We driving on blood of our ancestors. And here it is today. You niggas got the nerve to celebrate it when you know, all right, the atrocity behind, you know, Thanksgiving, which we call it Thanksgiving.
Oh.
That's why the Lord gonna slap the shit out y'all, man. All right, those that still in that mindset, the Lord gonna get you. Go ahead, bro.
Numbers 35 and 33. So you should not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed.
Right. See that? But by the blood that who shed it. So your blood is gonna be shed upon this land, all right, to make it even.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Your blood gotta be shed. And you shed a lot of blood, man.
Oh.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. It says,
Somebody got
woe,
something else?
woe to the bloody city.
Got something else? You got it.
It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
I would read it again.
This is Nahum 3 and 1. It says, woe to the bloody city.
Oh, America. Babylon the Great. This is the bloody city.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead.
It says it is all full of lies and robbery.
It's all full of what? Lies, because that's how America was built off of lies, man.
Mhm.
When you go into Revelation the 20th chapter, it said he's gonna be loose for a little season. This the season. But what he was coming to do though? To deceive the nations. You see, that's his job, to deceive, man. You know, so it said what? Go to the bloody city.
Yep.
And what it's built off of?
And it says it is all full of lies and robbery.
Right, you see, it's for the lies and the robbery, man.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
And it says the prey departeth not.
Right, and we departed not. That's why it's written in what it is, Exodus 20:16.
21:16.
Huh?
21:16.
Yeah. If a man we get caught, get that real quick. That's why the devil gonna pay. It's written. See, he can't get out of it. If he try to cover his tracks on one mistake that he made, the Lord found him guilty of another charge.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So either way it goes, he's gonna get a judgment, he's gonna get a sentence.
Yep.
Which is bound 1,000 years of captivity, and after that your ass gonna go up in smoke.
Mm-hmm.
This is the judgment that's written for you Edomites, man. You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Did we not was taken from the west coast of Africa? Was not, you know what I'm saying? The northern tribe took it from America onto Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Is we not still in his hands? Was we not sold?
NOT, Exodus 21:16. NOT. Kidnappers must be put to death.
Is that who?
Kidnappers, this is the NOT.
The kidnappers. That's a good word for the head though. Kidnappers. Go ahead.
This is the NOT, Exodus 21:16. Kidnappers must be put to death, whether they are caught in possession of their victims or have already sold them as slaves.
Oh, they guilty, right? They guilty on all charges. Because who was sold on auction blocks? You Negroes, Latino, Native American, Spanish, right? Who sold them on auction blocks? You fucking heathens, man. Chiefly Esau Edom, and you had some hand in hand, all right, dealing with the Islam and the Africans, man.
Yep.
Either way, yeah, you're guilty.
And the truth coming out that who funded the slave trades with the little heads, man.
Yeah,
People
small
waking
heads.
up. People waking up, man. You got it?
Yeah, I think this one is it right here. Yep. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and it says the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right, so we both went into captivity. We both had to suffer the curses. It just when the the southern tribe suffered the curses. No, the whole 12 tribes, man, suffered the curses of Deuteronomy 28, 15 to 68, man. Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Exactly. That's why you got the term called POW or POH, prisoners of hope or prisoners of war. Because right now, what we at? Yesterday in our captivity.
Mm-hmm.
And what they say, they refuse to let us go. I had did that little scene of Roots when Chicken George came back, got his family.
Yeah.
But the slave owner's son, see the slave owner, he was cool with letting Chicken George and his whole family go. You know what I'm saying? But the son had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, shit, nigga, you gonna work or you gonna die here.
Mm-hmm.
But his ass ended up getting shot. You know, but he refused to what? He refused to let them go, man.
Oh.
You know? So again, Esau, you was guilty on all charges. You know? And it's time to pay the piper. You got it. Let's hit on that.
Yeah, you mind if I hit 34?
Go ahead.
Yeah, but it says in Jeremiah 50 and verse 34, it says, their Redeemer is strong, the Lord of hosts is his name.
Right, the Redeemer. When you go back there, no man shall buy you, redeem you. Yahweh Shai is the one that redeemed us back, man.
Mhm.
All right, he is strong. Go ahead.
Yep, and it says, and he shall thoroughly plead their cause.
Is not the Lord gonna please our cause when he cracked them clouds?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
He said, vengeance, vengeance is his. Vengeance belongs to him. He gonna plead our cause, man. That's why we just gotta stay faithful. Go ahead.
Yep. And it says, and he shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquit the inhabitants of Babylon.
Ooh. See, that's what we're looking for, a new heaven, new earth. Revelation 21:4. And no more sorrow, no more pain, no more mourning. That's what we're looking forward to, man. But the Lord's going to bring that as he bring the destruction upon Esau, man. Anything else? Go ahead.
It's Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 37. I'm reading from the NLT. When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
In those days before the flood, the people enjoying banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered into his boat.
Yeah, celebrating this bullshit. These bullshit ass holidays. They're going to be doing it all the way up until the time comes. You got 30 minutes to get to your nearest bunker. Then when the shit going to hit the fan.
Too late now.
It'll
be too late.
It'll be too late.
30 minutes ain't enough time. You go cry for 15 minutes, then you already.
You're going to be confused for 10 minutes.
Yeah. What did you say? Huh?
Right.
You got it, Toss.
But it say that, like, in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the Son of Man comes. You niggas out there bullshitting, lowering the law while you had liberty. When places were pinchers to open what? You understood not. You kept on celebrating these wicked ass holidays, trying to keep the tradition instead of, humbling down and understanding the truth and start to, I'm talking about, come back and rehearse the righteous acts. Turn from your evil ways, your evil doings. But no, you rather dwell in folly. So here go the consequences of your actions. Destruction. You got it out.
People didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away.
Ooh.
That is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes.
It said that's the way it's gonna be. Our people gonna still keep these bullshit ass traditions. And the thing about our people keeping these traditions, like today, they went out and bought all this food Friday, and then Saturday, Monday, they broke it. They broke.
Hamstone the wheel.
You know what I'm saying? You just spent all that money, and guess what? You broke now.
Yep.
It don't make sense. Money's a defense, not for you to go out and do that bullshit on these wicked ass holidays.
And that's the problem. See, people don't realize what the fuck is going on. They are clueless when it comes to the judgment of the Heavenly Father. It said people didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. And this next flood gonna be with fire. And even like it was back then, just like this is the Lord's words, all right? It's how it's gonna be in this time, except this time it's gonna be with fire instead of water.
Mm-hmm. You don't want that.
Oh.
That's why I say learn not the way of the heathen. And when the time, bro, that I, through the apostles, to learn through the bishops and the elders, on high holidays, our tradition that we keep them, according to the scriptures, which is way better than Esau holidays. Mm-hmm. You get one day for Christmas when you deal with Esau. But when you go into Hanukkah, you get 7 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Our days are way better, all right? Our tradition is way better than Esau tradition. But it's just Jake hate order. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord gotta you know what I'm saying, put it in us,
So,
you know. But it's gonna be a bad way of what? The fire. Because they're gonna know how to death by pain. If they don't get it on this trip. You know, that's it talking about?
That's it.
Alright, so anything else? Alright, so Lord willing, hey, y'all brothers and sisters edified. And once again, we're gonna give all honor and glory and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makafadash.
we want to say double honors to our elders and peace and blessings to the hope elect. Next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba
And
Ball.
Rock Ka Akim.
Rock,
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.